So today we are going to discuss about the sixth chapter. Where last week we discussed about the problems actually faced by Jagan because a new character is being there in chapter number 5 called Grace, and her arrival actually created a lot of problems for Jagan's character. Even though it created a lot of problems for him, he never gave up Grace, where he provided Grace and Mali both. He provided all the luxuries to the house, and he provided whatever the things that he can as a father for the betterment of their family. That part we have to understand. So, but on the other hand, as I have explained to you, like they suffocated themselves, he suffocated himself a lot because people in the town, in Malgudi town, actually, they always wanted to have what do you call discussion with Jagan about this, uh, uh, about Jagan's uh, daughter-in-law, because everybody got to know that Mali has brought a girl, a half Korean, half American girl. And as I have explained to you, this has become a cultural problem in the small village because each and everyone knew about their private matters. And especially as I have explained to you, Asians are so much eager to know about the other person's private life. So Jagan did not like to go out. It is very ironical that the same person who always met the Indian people or else people in Malgudi and talked about this America and the American society. Now he does not like to go out because like he's thinking that what do you call these people will come behind me and yeah, gossipers, exactly this. So these people are coming behind me and they are asking about my son's private life. So at the end of the day, all the actions are done by Mali, but the problems are coming towards father. Can you understand? All the odd actions, all the irresponsible things are actually done by Mali, but the problems are coming behind father. Now this has become one of the biggest problems for Jagan's life. Jagan could not do anything in this problem related to this problem because he actually did not like to go out because of that reason, and they suffocated a lot. And even Kasin understood this problem. So here we can see some kind of a conflict between Jagan and the villagers, where Kasin understood that Jagan was hesitated and anxious in his shop more than ever. Why he is anxious? Because whatever the person who comes to the shop is always used to ask about uh, Grace, because that kind of action has never happened here. Number one. Number two is everybody knew that Jagan is the incarnation of Mahatma Gandhi, or else the epitome of Mahatma Gandhi, rebirth of Mahatma Gandhi, right? Because whatever the things that Mahatma Gandhi practiced, Jagan also practiced in the same manner. So Mahatma Gandhi always talked against this colonization, always talked against the westernization. So it is a problem or puzzle, or the people actually bewildered. A person who actually going through Gandhian attitude has now changed, where his son has married a half Korean, half American girl. So this actually created some kind of puzzlement in between them, right? Jagan explained to Kasim that some of their businessmen are becoming heartless by maximizing the prices of goods. Now Jagan is explaining about that as well. Jagan further exclaims that they are doing a business, but at the same time they should think about the services as well. He exclaims that he has not increased the price even when the sugar is expensive because he knew he is doing a service to the public. Kasim furthermore explains that Jagan could have done a great business at this time, and from that profit he can make a mansion. So in this period, Kasim comes with the argument that you should not tell like that. If other what do you call sellers are taking maximum advantage of that, you can also take that advantage. Why are you talking like that? You are also a businessman. So if they can make a maximum advantage in this time period, you can also do that. But Jagan refused the idea of Kasim. Kasim stated that Jagan doesn't know the art of living, but fortunately, Goddess Lakshmi has chosen him for her interests. So Kasim comes with the argument that you don't know how to earn money. In this time period, you can earn a lot of money just like the other businessmen, but you don't know the art of living. Fortunately, you are very lucky that Goddess Lakshmi can be known as the symbol of fortune, right? I don't know whether you have seen inside most of the private buses and most of the houses, there is a picture of Goddess Lakshmi, where she is sending all the coins from her hand. I don't know whether you have seen that picture, right? Very beautiful picture where it is kind of an epitome or symbol of prosperity, and it symbolizes a lot of. It symbolically shows that the house or the person will get a lot of wealth by what do you call having her. So she is actually known as the goddess who is in charge of all this wealth in India, right? So very powerful character. I think you might have seen the picture. Uh, why sir people so concerned about Mali's marriage? Why Puta? Now it's a very good question. Puta, see, the reason is that Puta, because this is actually India. That is a very good question. So Indian people, now think about the situation in Sri Lanka. If you marry a what do you call different type of a girl from Australia or England or somewhere else, people will definitely have a second look. That is the behavior, because we are still Sri Lankans, we are still Asians, right? We will definitely go and we will definitely ask that why did you marry this girl, right? How did you find her? Likewise, because that attitude is still there. That is number one. Number two, however, Jagan is a traditional character. He can be known as an orthodox Hindu. He can be known as the most diehard fan of Mahatma Gandhi. So Mahatma Gandhi is a person who actually fought against colonization, who fought against what do you call westernization. Now, Jagan is a diehard fan. So being a diehard fan of Mahatma Gandhi, Jagan's son has married a half Korean, half American girl, a westernized girl. So obviously it will create a problem. Can you understand? It will definitely create a problem. It is like an example I can give you. So your father is a principal, right? Your father is what you call giving advices to each and everyone. You should not smoke. You should not drink alcohol. But late night, all the students got to know that you are an alcoholic. You are smoking cigarettes with them. Can you understand the what do you call what kind of pressure will come to your father? Something like that, right? Your father is a principal of the school and you are a student. Your father is continuously giving advices to the students that you should not smoke, you should not do this, you should not do that. Can you understand? But ultimately, people will get to know that you, what do you call you, which means the son, is an alcoholic. He's a smoker. So think about the situation, not for you, but for your father. What kind of pressure will uh, gone through in your father's mind as a principal? Something like that. So Jagan is known as the incarnation of Mahatma Gandhi. Jagan is known as the what do you call rebirth of Mahatma Gandhi. Throughout the book, Jagan is known as the symbol of Mahatma Gandhi because he fulfilled and he always took decisions in his life according to the Gandhian narrative, according to the Gandhian culture. But soon after that, even people knew that. Even people who live in Malgudi, they knew that. So think about the situation, what will happen to him, right? Yes, we can say that what do you call it shows that this cultural gap as well. Obviously, it shows the cultural gap when it comes to Western culture and the modern Asian culture, right? You can write for the cultural gap as well. But however, this one clearly explains that how her father suffocated from this problem, how her father suffocated from this problem, and this anxiety can be clearly seen inside Jagan's character in chapter number 6. Today we are going to start with chapter number 6. You guys can write down this explanation while I'm explaining, then I will go to the next slide, right? So actually, Kasim explained that you don't know how to take the maximum advantage of this time period. I don't know what is the reason for that. So Lakshmi has chosen him for her interest. Kasim says that he has seen Mali on a scooter and he is having some connection with the district judge's son. The scooter belonged to him. So Kasim comes with more information about Mali. Now Mali has been trying to start something new in the inside the village. So Kasim gives the message to Jagan that I saw your son one day on a scooter and he doesn't have a scooter. So I think the scooter belongs to district judge's son. I think he is getting ready for something new, right? This message is actually given by Kasi. So until chapter number 5, we have seen a lot of problems between the characters. Now you know what is the nuclear problem between Jagan and Mali, and you know what you mean by generation gap. And with the arrival of the Grace's character, you can understand the cultural gap that we are discussing, the modern culture and the modern Asian culture and the Western culture, the gap between that. And we can clearly understand the love between father and son, the generation gap. All these things are actually discussed in the chapter number 5, right? All these things actually discussed in chapter number 5. So this is something very important that you can realize about the change. Here we can see a sudden change in Jagan's character. And with the arrival of Grace, everything changes in the society, inside his house as well. And the behavior pattern of Mali is also little by little changing. We can see that also here. So with that, we are going to discuss the rest of the parts, right? So please write down if you have not finished. I will give you 2 to 3 minutes. Please pass me a message if you have finished. Then I can go to the explanation of the next part. Please hurry up and pass me a message if you have finished. Okay, Hansa has finished. Others, please hurry up. Okay, Muad has done. So writing part you have to do, Puta. Otherwise, you don't have anything to study, right? Right, even Krishika has finished. Others, please hurry up. Shall we move on to the next part? Right, I hope most of you have finished. So we will go to the next part, right? Even Amani, even Tidus has completed, right? Okay. So we will move on to the next part. Let's see what will happen. Let's try to identify what are the new notions, new ideas that Mali had in his life. Okay, right. Jagan furthermore added, nowadays young boys and girls should have to have their own vehicles in order to do their work efficiently and effectively. So he stated the fact that nowadays young boys and girls, they have to have their own vehicles, right? If they don't have that, they can't do their work efficiently and effective. And he also agreed to the fact that it is not like their own days when they walked everywhere by foot. Now time has changed. Jagan always believed that freedom should be given to Mali because Mali has lost his mother in a very young age. This part is very important because uh, right. So Jagan furthermore added that nowadays young boys and girls should have to have their own vehicles in order to do their work efficiently and effective. So it is not like their own days when they walked everywhere by foot. Now time has changed. Jagan always believed that freedom should be given to Mali because Mali has lost his mother in a very young age. So this is something very important where as a father, Jagan always believed that freedom should be given to Mali. This freedom only actually at the end of the day, uh, this freedom actually at the end of the day created a lot of problems in his life. And because Mali becomes a corrupted character because of this behavior. Because of this behavior only, he became a corrupted character. So too much freedom actually created a lot of problems in Mali's life. We will discuss about that. And we have the problem of parenting here as well, because Jagan as a parent, he did not actually follow what do you call his son, and this too much of freedom created him at the end of the day an alcoholic, right? So freedom is something that we have to give to the children. But the most important thing is that like parents are thinking that freedom should be given when they are young, right? When they are young, we can give the freedom for them, whatever the freedom that they like to have. Does it shows wrong parenting about Jagan? Yes, Yasiru, we have discussed a lot about that. It clearly explains about the wrong parenting about Jagan's character, right? Throughout the novel, we can see the wrong parenting where Jagan only provided money, Jagan only provided all the luxuries. Since because Mali has lost his mother, Jagan did not warn him, Jagan did not advise him, Jagan did not punish him. The red color quotation which I have given here is a one good example for that. So if you are writing the answers for the connection between Jagan and Mali, the generation gap, the problems that they are facing, the nuclear problem is actually Ambika's death. I have actually explained that in previous chapters. So here we can see that following quotation is another example for Jagan's unconditional love towards Mali. What do you mean by unconditional love? The love will never change. No, the condition, it will not be conditioned into anything. That is what we call unconditional love. But poor Mali, his mother was so ailing. This is another reason why I try to keep his mind diverted. This is the idea given by Jagan. So Jagan provided all these luxuries, all the facilities, all the education, whatever the things that Mali asked, like Jagan provided everything, even at his very young age. Then what happened actually? Mali took the wrong advantage of each and everything. Now later in the novel, we can see that Jagan becomes the ATM machine for Mali. What do you mean by ATM machine? He is not a father. He is only a machine where he can ask for money, right? He is only a machine where he can ask for money. So because of that reason, it becomes a great problem for Jagan's character. So Jagan furthermore inquired about Mali's plans from Kazin. Kazin explained that Mali was in a hurry at that time, and later he can get to know about more Mali's plans and ambitions. Right. So Jagan wanted to know about that Mali, what Mali is going to do in his life now. Kazin inquired whether Jagan is aware of the scheme, and Jagan was baffled with the question. Jagan did not know anything about the scheme. Kasin understood that Jagan completely changed his mood. So suddenly Kasin is asking about some kind of a scheme, some kind of a plan, some kind of a plan to create a set of people as ambassadors to his business called Mali Enterprises. So Jagan, more than Jagan, actually, Kasin is actually aware about that. Kasin is actually aware about that. So Kasin asked about this. Do you know that there is some kind of a scheme like that? He's trying to do some kind of a project like Mali Enterprises. Are you aware about that? So Jagan did not aware about that. This is what we call miscommunication, right? So miscommunication created a lot of problems between father and son as well, right? In this what do you call in this presentation I have given to you in the previous presentation, there are a lot of problems occurred because of miscommunication, where Jagan himself agreed to the fact that um, uh, Jagan always agreed to the fact that okay, right, right, please participate for the classes with your name. When you are participating from another name, I won't accept, right? So don't participate for the classes with different names, and I won't accept, because like you can share the link, but even though you can share the link, I won't accept you to the class if you are not participating from the name. So you have to participate for the class from your name. So that was the problem actually. Now Jagan identified that there are certain things what do you call that I didn't know about him. So that is also a problem for Jagan, right? So yeah, exactly. Miscommunication and misunderstanding only created a lot of problems. Not only in this novel, actually, when you take most of the novels, even in Bringing Tony Home, even in the other one, Prince and the Pauper, we can see the same thing. Miscommunication and misunderstanding created a lot of problems. That is the basic problem that we have when it comes to novels. So, and even in this book, Jagan clearly explained us the fact that even though we have lived in the same house, under the same house for 20 years, I knew very less about him. There is a very powerful quotation which clearly explains that as a father, Jagan did not have any idea about his son. This is what we call, as our Yasiru said, this is what we call the wrong parenting, right? This is what we call the wrong parenting. Where, as a father, Jagan did not have any idea whatsoever what type of life that his son is going to lead, and what type of decisions, what type of ambitions that he has got. So basically, we can't blame father as well in this situation, where Mali is also showing some kind of strange notions in front of his father, because he believes that Jagan is indirectly responsible for his mother's death. So I have explained about that as well. So he had that belief in his mind. So because of that reason, he never wanted to express his feelings, his real feelings, his ambitions towards his father. That is number one. I think that grade 11 students might have learned about the poem called Father and Son. Same thing happens here. Number two, Mali clearly believed that Jagan is a foolish fellow who is actually bound by the orthodox Hindu tradition as well as Mahatma Gandhian tradition. So because of that reason, Mali never wanted to explain his ideas. Mali never wanted to explain his ideas and explain his what do you call future ambitions to Jagan, because he knew that that is not going to work. Because with a person like orthodox Hindu follower and what do you call person like Jagan, it will be very difficult. It will be very difficult to cope up with, right? It will be very difficult to cope up with. So he understood that as a son, he understood that. That is why he never wanted to have some kind of a conversation with father. We can come to that agreement as well, right? But here, the red color quotation which I have given is something very important. That is the main reason actually Jagan has given too much of freedom to Mali, because he has lost his mother when he was very young. But unfortunately, we have to give freedom to the children. There is no doubt about that. But unlimited freedom can create a lot of problems. There again, we can tell you there is another poem in our syllabus called Fear by Gabriela Mistral, where she says that what do you call, you have to give the freedom to your girl, but unlimited freedom can create a lot of problems, right? When we are giving unlimited freedom, especially for the students, especially for children, they don't have experience about the society, so ultimately they will fall into the trap when they don't have a lot of experience about the society. So here also same thing happens to Mali, even though Mali is going to start uh, what do you call story writing machines. He's going to import actually story writing machines from America. The shop is known as Mali Enterprises, but unfortunately he became a drunkard and alcoholic. He didn't have any idea about business. He might be a good what do you call entrepreneur, where he had a new idea, where nobody wanted to bring the story writing machines to India and sell. That is a very good idea. But the problem is, like Jagan, he did not understand the market. So in the like upcoming chapters, Jagan explains that Puta, this business is going to be utter failure. The reason is that in people in Malgudi, they are not rich people. They are poor people, number one. Number two, they don't have money to buy even a washing machine. Washing machine is much more important than a story writing machine. So do you think that people will buy this? People will never buy this. And third one, we are Indians. We have a beautiful history. We have a beautiful history of epic stories, right? We wrote Mahabharata, we wrote Ramayana. Our people are enjoying those things, and they will never start to write their own stories. That is not going to happen, because traditionally Indians are actually enjoying all these festivals and all these beautiful tales. They came from generation to generation from word of mouth. We never wrote them, right? So this is not going to be successful. Actually, Jagan gives all these advices, but unfortunately, Mali did not accept them. Can you understand? Mali did not accept them. He explained to him, this is going to be an utter failure. So don't do this. But unfortunately, Mali actually did not ready to listen. But we should not forget that Jagan is a very much successful businessman. So you have to agree with that fact. He's a very successful businessman. That is why Mali should listen to him. But unfortunately, Mali did not do that. Right? That is the major problem. So you can write down. Hurry up and write down, please. Please pass me a message if you have finished. Hurry up. Then we can go to the next part. So we are in chapter number 6. Right? Okay. Hansa has finished. Others, please hurry up. If you have finished, please pass me a message. So we have discussed until chapter number. Okay, Devni has finished. Even Amaya. If you have any questions, you can ask. No, Mali is not married to Grace actually. Later, we will identify that this bond is actually based on money, right? So everything is based on money actually. We have discussed about that money as a very important social bond where money creates a lot of problems in the story, and a very important theme as well. We have discussed about that, right? So we will discuss about that later. So where money creates a lot of problems in between these characters, right? I hope that other people have also completed this. So later in the story, we will get to know that they are not married, they are living together. And Grace gives a long description that why Mali started to have a relationship with her, and how Mali actually used her money in order to become successful. He actually asked her to come to India also in order to take her money. But at the end of the day, when he identified that now Grace did not have enough money, he actually gave up her. That is what happened. But Grace, on the other hand, she believed that Mali is actually showing some kind of real emotions towards her. But later on, she also realized that this is not going to work, and that is why Grace explains to father that I am really happy now because now I am not pregnant. I thought that I will become a pregnant character. When your son is associating with me, or else having sexual relationships with me inside the same house. That is also another problem that Jagan actually gave up Mali, because soon after he got to know that they are not married, they are living together. Jagan was really upset, and he was really disgusted about this relationship, because as an Orthodox Hindu follower, we can see that we can clearly understand about how he married in 13th chapter, sorry, in 12th chapter, where he gives a detailed description, right? How important marriage is, how important marriage system is, what kind of cultural and traditional things that they have to follow, right? It is kind of a long process. Marrying a girl is not easy according to Indian culture. But this boy even lied to his father, saying that they are married, if you can remember in chapter number 5. But later on, when father realized that, okay, Mali is not married, they are living together, then it was a huge problem for them. So can you see that each and every situation of this story, we can clearly understand the behavior of Mali created a lot of problems in Jagan's mind. Number one, previously Jagan thought that Mali wants to become a writer, and he tried to help him. At the end of the day, Mali stole his money and he went to America without informing his father. Number one, totally Jagan was actually upset about that. Number two, after going to America, he got a lot of letters, blue color air mails from Mali. He thought that all these letters are actually written by Mali. But soon after Grace came to India, she explained to Jagan that no, your son didn't write to you, right? All the information actually informed here are actually the truth, but your son never wrote letters to you. I am the one who wrote letters to you. In that perspective, also, Jagan actually completely lost the affection that he had towards Mali. Number three, without informing his father, he married a half Korean, half American girl. And he came with that girl inside the house and he said that he married to that girl. But later on, Jagan got to know that they are not married, they are living together. That is all. That also created a lot of problems in between Jagan and what do you call Mali. And the fourth one, later on, he has used Jagan's name, right? Mali has used Jagan's name as a business partner in his shop called Mali Enterprises without informing his father. That created another huge problem, right? That created another huge problem because Jagan didn't have any idea about that. So likewise, we can see all the incidents which are happening inside the plot create some kind of communication gap, and it creates the problem much more worse than the previous one. Each and every problem, each and every incident that happens in the story actually creates much much more problems between the two characters, right? Their relationship, little by little, gradually, they are giving up the relationship. There is nothing to what you call build up the relationship, even for Jagan, even for Mali, right? There is nothing like that, right? Even Jagan also gives up little by little, he gives up. When it comes to 13th chapter, he completely gives up his son, where he takes a very strong message, very strong decision, especially to Jagan. Exactly, he takes a very strong decision that okay, my son is in jail. Okay, I will never come to save him. He should learn a lesson, because if you can remember, Jagan also stayed inside the jail. Jagan also stayed certain time period inside the jail, right? Inside the jail only he learned how to make all these sweets and all these food. So he learned something there. So Jagan thought that, okay, I have given him enough chances. This is the best chance to learn something. So he will be there. I'm not coming to save him. He will be there. He should learn a lesson, because I tried to explain him, but he's not going to, what do you call, understand that. So the best thing is that he should learn a lesson. So he should be there. He should be there, and he will learn a lesson now. So from this, we can clearly understand at the end of the day, but it is too late actually, because then Mali has become a drunkard already. It is too late, but nevertheless, it is too late or not, but nevertheless, however, Jagan takes that decision. That is something very important in the story. So my dear students, you have to remember the plot of the story, the situations, what happens in the each and every chapter. These things are very much important when you are referring to the story. So don't forget about that. If you are referring towards the story, make sure to understand you have to cover all the parts, all the chapters. Now I have read the story and I have taken each and every important fact for you, right? Which will be very important. And I have taken all the red color quotations which have to be by heart by you. That is something very important that you have to practice. Right? Okay, then we will move on to the next part. Kassim furthermore explained that people change soon after they go abroad, and he is happy that Mali still calls him as uncle. So Kassim is very happy because Mali is still calling him as the uncle. But a lot of people, they go abroad, they change. But we should not forget that Mali has also changed. But in this scenario, this is something else, right? But we can clearly understand that he has also changed. He wears socks inside the house, and he is always carrying his camera wherever he goes. He actually neglected and ill-treated all the villagers that he treated before he was going to America. So this behavior can be seen in Mali as well. Even his language that he used, right? This change can be seen there. But in this scenario, that is something different. Jagan did not agree with the idea, because Jagan know that Jagan can't agree with the idea, because Jagan as a father, he knew that his son has totally changed. Kassim explained Register's son and Mali are good friends, and they are planning to do something new. So the Register's son and Mali are good friends, and they are planning to do something new. Furthermore, Mali talked to Kassim about his idea of making story writing machines. Now we are coming to the main topic. This is what we call story writing machines. Jagan could not understand, and he was completely surprised with the idea. Jagan never identified, Jagan never knew that, okay, what do you mean by a story writing machine? What he is going to do here, right? Jagan could not understand, and he was completely surprised with the idea. Jagan has never heard about story writing machines, and Kasin explained about them in a nutshell. Jagan never heard about that. But the Kasin said that, okay, I will explain to you. I will explain to you what you mean by a story writing machine. Kasin said that Mali had informed about this to Jagan already, but he didn't. Right? Kasin said that, why Mali told me that he had already informed you about this story writing machines where he's going to start a business where he's going to import all these story writing machines from America to India, and he's going to sell these stuff. But Kasin explained about them in a nutshell. Kasin said that Mali had informed this to Jagan already, but he didn't. Jagan exclaimed he did not tell him because they had other important things to talk about. So Jagan is very much cunning in this situation where Jagan says that, yes, he told me. Now in front of a stranger, you can't tell the personal problems that you have. So whatever said and done, Kasin is a stranger, right? In front of a stranger, you can't tell that my son didn't tell me this and that. Yeah, we will discuss about that, right? We will discuss about that. Yes, we have that problem also. So in front of Kasin, Jagan can't say that, okay, my son did not tell me and this thing and that this thing and that thing. So he says that, okay, he told me, but we had other important things to talk. I can remember he told something like that, but we had other important things to talk. We can understand how Jagan tries to hide this problem of communication with his son from Mali. It should be from not Mali, from Kazi, right? There is a typo. How he tries to hide the problem from Kazi, the problem that they have, the communication gap between father and son. So how he tries to hide that from Kazi. At times he was really upset that Mali did not tell anything to him. Communication gap between father and son creates a huge impact in the story. So Jagan, as a son, Mali never explained. Mali never said anything to Jagan. Mali never said anything to Jagan. So it created a huge problem, right? So it created a huge impact in the story as well, right? So that is something very important that we have to pay our attention. Yeah, he's sending Kasim to pass his messages because he felt that when he goes and talk to what do you call Mali, he will have some kind of a disheartened effect. I don't know what is the reason for that, but he says that I don't like to create more problems in between them. But Kasim also knew that they had a communication gap. That is why Kasim sometimes tells that you are the father. Why can't you go and talk these stuff? Why are you always telling me to talk? You can go and talk. You are the father. Then Jagan says that no, I don't like to create problems, right? Because he doesn't like to talk with me. I don't know the reason. So in that type of situations, I don't want to pressure him. So it is better you go and talk to him. Likewise. So even Kasim knew that. Even Kasim knew that they have the problem, but Jagan did not want to show that openly. But Kasim knew, as our Muad asked, Kasim knew that they have the problem inside them, right? But they did not want to show that. Yeah, Naval will continue, but it is good no Mahadi. Yeah, Jagan did not actually save Mali from the jail. That is something really good because, according to my opinion, also he should learn a lesson. He should definitely learn a lesson because how many chances as a father, how many chances the father has given to him? How many chances? Right? He stole his father's money. He said that he need his father's house. He demanded all the new luxurious items for the new house. Jagan provided all these stuff. He came with a half Korean, half American girl and lied to his father saying that he married her. But actually, Jagan also understood that, and at the end of the day, even after knowing the truth, Jagan did not tell anything to him because he loved his son. And the second time when Jagan told his son that you can have an secret marriage, right? You can have a secret marriage. If you are not married, I can arrange you a secret marriage. He helped in that manner as well. But Mali didn't like that. At the end of the day, Mali threatened to his father, asked him for 200,000 Indian rupees to start his business, Mali Enterprises. At the end of the day, Mali is blaming his father, saying that I don't want to become a vendor like you. I don't want to become a vendor like you. Can you clearly understand what kind of behavior is that? What kind of behavior pattern that Mali practice? So this is something very negative that we discuss in the story. On the same at the same time, my dear students, Jagan is also partly responsible for this behavior pattern, as I have explained to you. Jagan is always responsible for this behavior pattern, as I have explained to you. Because of this behavior pattern only, Mali became a corrupted child. Because of too much of freedom, because Jagan provided all the luxurious lifestyle, Jagan provided money whenever he asked, not in the Mali Enterprises, but in the other chapters we saw, Whenever Mali asked, he gave money. So all these actions, all these wrong parenting actually created Mali a corrupted character, a corrupted son, right? So this is what we are going to learn in the story, right? Wrong parenting. We are discussing about that fact as well, right? So it also created the communication gap, right? Even though they have dealt with all the materialistic things, they dealt with all the materialistic things, right? They did not have that physical bond, that emotional bond in between them, right? As father and son. The same idea is actually explained to here in the poem also, Father and Son by Cat Stevens, Yusuf Islam, right? So we will learn about that one as well. Cousin doesn't leave, but we don't know, Puta. In the story, they don't tell us. Cousin actually comes to save Mali, but he explains that to Jagan. He explains that to Jagan, but Jagan says that I am not coming. I don't know what did the cousin do there, but cousin comes with the message actually. Cousin comes with the message, and he was really upset. He was really upset that because this boy has never been in jail, so he was really upset that the boy is inside the jail now. Understood? He was really upset about that. So you can write down the explanation and please pass me a message. Then we will go to the next part. Please hurry up. If you have any problems, you can ask. Right. Shall we move on to the next part? Amaya has finished. Others, please hurry up. Right. Kishika has completed. So if you have any questions, you can ask with the plot. Tidasa, Yasiru, Mahdi, Ishumi, Chandira, Devni, Akif. Yeah, exactly. If Ambika was there, Mali wouldn't be like that. It can be. It can be. Yes. Most probably yes. Most probably yes. It can be like that. Okay. I hope that you guys have finished. Shall we move on to the next part? Right. We will go to the next part. Right. Okay. I think that is enough. We will go to the next part. Right. Okay. Jagan wants to have further information about the process of the story writing machines, but Kazin refuses to tell more about that, saying he is not an engineer. Right? Kazin always encouraged Jagan to talk with Mali, but Jagan refuses that throughout the story. As our Muad asked, right, we can see that father and son gap there. Jagan always wanted to have that conversation, but Mali didn't. Mali didn't like that, and Mali didn't respond. Actually, we can take in that perspective as well, right? Kazin always encouraged Jagan to talk with Mali, but Jagan refuses that throughout the story. According to Kazin, he is using some electronic method for that. Jagan finally decided to talk with Mali. He asked from Grace whether he can have a conversation with Mali if he is not busy. Can you understand? As a father, now Jagan had to wait. As a father, now Jagan had to wait in order to have certain conversation with his own son. This is the situation. Can you see the change actually occurred in the society, inside Mali's character? As a father, Jagan had to wait to have a conversation with his son, right? So we can clearly understand that a father, a mother should not be waited like that. But here, Jagan is asking from Grace that whether he has any possibility of meeting the son, right? Jagan is asking from Grace whether he has any possibility of meeting the son, right? Jagan finally decided to talk with Mali. He asked from Grace whether he can have a conversation with Mali if he is not busy. Grace said that even if Mali is busy, he will not talk with his father, right? He will talk. He will talk with his father because he had to do that. So Grace says that even though Mali is actually busy, he will definitely talk to you, father. For a moment, Jagan felt as if he were a petitioner in his own house. Ah, very important quotation. So Jagan felt that inside his own house, he became a petitioner. What do you mean by petitioner? He is a kind of a prisoner, right? He is kind of a prisoner, or else he's a person who is putting a petition to the high court. He's kind of a person who is putting a petition to the high court in order to take his case out, right? You have to petition නිකන් අර මේ නඩුවක් විභාග කරන්න මේ පෙත්සමක් දානවා වගේ යාට බලන් ඉන්න වෙනවා පුතා එක්ක කතා කරන්න. That much of distant relationship is here now, little by little. For a moment, Jagan felt as if he were petitioner in his own house. Jagan thought that he is kind of a prisoner or a petitioner in his own house. He has become a prisoner in his own house. This quotation shows us the alienation. What do you mean by alienation? Isolation. Can you give me another word for alienation? Isolation, right? This quotation shows us the alienation of Jagan's character inside his own house. He did not get the respect and honor as a father or as an elderly person in the house. It created strange feeling in his mind. Mali behaves like a manager, not as a son, and Jagan has to wait as a father in order to get permission to discuss something with his own son. This clearly shows us the gap between father and son. So this again a best example where the problem of father and son, how it occurs and how it creates the gap between them, right? So Jagan, in the what do you call upcoming parts of the story, we can realize this much more deeper manner where Jagan is not paying any attention towards his father. Okay, like whatever said and done, there can be mistakes. We all are not perfect people. There can be mistakes here and there, right? There can be mistakes. We all do mistakes, right? We are human beings. But the most important fact here is that Jagan had to wait. But as a son, he should not do that. Jagan might be a person who has done a lot of what do you call mistakes in his life. Okay, we will argue that Ambika also died because of Jagan's wrong what do you call decision making. We can come to that argument as well. But don't forget that he is the father, and don't forget that what kind of role that he played as a father. After Ambika's death, he never had a second marriage. He could have very easily marry another woman and start his marriage life from the very beginning, but he never did that. Why? Because he loved his son. He never did that. He provided everything that his son needs. He actually did this vendor of sweets not because of for the betterment of him. He wanted to teach. He wanted to give proper education for Mali because he lost his education when he was very young, and he understood the value of education. Can you understand? He understood the value of education. So he wanted to give that for his son. But unfortunately, Mali did not buy that. That is the biggest problem that we have. Mali went his own path. So Jagan even identified that. Okay, Jagan said that, okay, you are going towards another path. That is totally okay. So I will provide you whatever the things that you need. You should tell me. But Mali did not tell. And Mali continuously changed the ambition of his life. First, he wanted to become an author. Then he wanted to go to what do you call abroad. Then he wanted to study about writing. Then later he wants to become what do you call owner of the Mali enterprises. So continuously he's changing his lifestyle, life goals rather, right? So this is one of the most important parts we have in the story. Where for a moment uh, Jagan felt as if he a petitioner in his own house. So Jagan felt like that inside his own house. So we have a question. Can't we say that since Mali was immensely hurt because he had to stop playing with his friends in order to look after his mother when she was ill, and even more hurt when his mother died? So he is taking revenge. Exactly, that is what happening, Madhi. You don't ask that. Can't we say that? Same thing is happening here. But my argument is that at the end of the day, Jagan only did like few mistakes. You can take it that as a mistake, but at the end of the day, Puta, Jagan took the responsibility, right? He never, what do you call, put Mali away, and he never eloped with another girl or another woman. He never did that. As a father, he took the responsibility, right? As a father, he took the responsibility, right? So he did some kind of what do you call, some kind of what do you call actions, or else some kind of responsibilities that must be fulfilled from his perspective. Actually, he has done that. From his perspective, he has done that. Here and there we have mistakes, we can argue about that. That is why I said that none of the people in this world are like perfect people. We have our own problems here and there is no doubt about that. But here the behavior of Mali cannot be accepted. The behavior of Mali cannot be accepted, right? That is something very important that we have to pay our attention, right? So you can write down this part, and you can send me a message if you have finished. Pass me a message if you have completed. Right, shall we move on to the next part? We have 3 students who has finished already, Amaya and Ihansa. Others, are you okay with that? Shall we move on to the next part? Right, Tidasa has completed. Ishani has completed. Okay, right. So we will move on. So please make sure to pay your attention towards these red color quotations. Something very important that you have to pay your attention towards the red color quotations. Something very important that you have to pay your attention, right? Okay. So then what happens? Right. Okay. Now, okay, right. Then Jagan inquired from Kasin how exactly the story writing machine works. Mali explained him before, but Jagan didn't get that. Mali explained Jagan the functions of the story writing machine. Mali explained, you see these four knobs. One is for characters, one for plot situations. Then you have Mali explained, you see these four knobs. One is for characters, one for plot situations, one for climax. And the fourth is built on the basis that a story is made up of characters, situations, and rest of the things. Jagan asked from Mali whether he is going to use this machine to write this story. And Mali explained that he is hoping to write his stories and he is going to sell these machines for people in Malgudi. According to Mali, once India was a nation with quality notable literature like Mahabharata and Ramayana, but they are all stories now. They needed a change, new stories and new publications. This shows us the modern view of young generation. They always wanted to join with modern technology and equipments. Now, this is something very important where Mahatma Gandhi could not identify. This is something that we are showing our attention where Mahatma Gandhi did not identify it, right? So young people cannot be kept. Young people cannot be kept without what do you call? They will always ask for a change. Now Mali can be taken as an example. If you take Jagan's character, Jagan is kind of a stagnated character. Mahatma Gandhi introduced some kind of principles for them, and they actually believe them. I don't know whether they are correct or not, but they continuously practice that. But after Mahatma Gandhi's period, which can be taken as uh, post-independent period of India, young generation actually they did not like that. They did not like that. They did not want to be in Mahatma Gandhi's attitude. They wanted to have something change. Right now, here that change can be seen in Mali's behavior. So Mali wanted to do something different, but the problem is he does not understand the business environment. That is what we call the external business environment. I think most of you might have done business studies as a subject, so you might have learned about the outside business environment. You can start a business, but you have to be very careful about the outside environment, whether people have the affordability to buy you a product, whether they are affordable to buy your product. That is number one. Number two, is there any necessity? Is there any necessity that people have in order to buy your product? But according to Mali says that India is this kind of a country. Previously, we had great literature like Mahabharata and Ramayana, but nowadays we have less amount of books. We have less amount of things to read. So as a result of that only, I am actually starting this one. As a result of that, I am actually starting this one. That is the idea actually given by him, right? So we can clearly understand the situation referred to his character. They needed a change. New stories and new publications are needed here. This shows us his modern view of young generation. They always wanted to join with the modern technology and equipments. That is what we can clearly see that. People like Jagan, when they are stagnated to pre-independent period of India, who always believed the footsteps of Mahatma Gandhi, and they wanted to continue that. Even after the death of Mahatma Gandhi, where Jagan says that we came under the spell of Mahatma Gandhi. In this book, he explains that we came under the spell of Mahatma Gandhi, right? But our young generation is not like that. The reason is that Jagan believed that young generation will come to that pattern. They will also actually create that kind of a pattern. But unfortunately, they did not. They did not follow that pattern. They started to follow their own pattern, right? They did not like to wear all the clothes actually made by themselves, khadar. They did not like to eat all these chapati and all. They wanted KFC and McDonald's, right? They wanted to go to the outside world and see the difference. That is how the Bollywood movies have started. Now, can you see that Bollywood movies are almost in the equal hand of Hollywood? What is the reason? Because they went outside and they saw the outside world, and now they are creating the Bollywood movies, something very similar to Hollywood movies as well. The reason is that they gave up the pre-independent era of India. They went to the post-independent period. They understood the differences in globalization. These things can be taken into consideration, right? Something very important. Now, this red color quotation theory explains about the change which occurred in Mali's character. Now, first he wanted to become a writer, then he went to America, then he wanted to start writing story writing machines. Then he gave up the writing career. Now he's trying to become a businessman, right? So they always went with the what do you call technology and the equipments. But Jagan, he is not that much familiar with this technology and equipments. So again, we can clearly understand the difference of these characters, right? So you can write down, hurry up and write down. I hope you can understand. Now Mali is actually explaining about the story writing machine to Jagan, not because that he is in love with Jagan, but because he wants to create Jagan as a business partner in his enterprise called Mali Enterprises. The second part is that he needed some money from him. He needed some money from him. Those are the two reasons that they have, right? Hurry up and write down and pass me a message. If you can't understand, please tell me. Right, others, please hurry up and pass me a message. Then we can go to the next part and we can hopefully finish that. Right, shall we move on to the next part? Can you please pass me a message? Amaya has finished. Kishika and Yehansa, what about Tidasa? Yasiru, can you please pass me a message if you have finished? Right, okay. I hope that you guys have finished. Right, okay. So we will move on to the next part, right? Now we are a little backward, except for Ramayana and Mahabharata, those old stories, there is no modern writing. There is America alone, every publishing season, 10,000 books are published. Now this red color quotation can be taken as something called generation gap as well as traditionality and modernity, the cultural gap, where he clearly compares the Indian culture with Ramayana and Mahabharata to the Western culture. He says that in America alone, every publishing season, 10,000 books are published. So here we can clearly understand what kind of comparison given by him, right? The Ramayana and Mahabharata are actually all stories in India. After that, we don't have any notable work where we don't have any publishers here who can publish books and who will what you call help people to read for their literacy. But when you take America as an example, because he came from America, he says that America alone, every publishing season, 10,000 books are published. That amount of books are published in American society. According to Mali, it is a must to have a story writing machine inside the house. So that is Mali's behavior. He believes that According to Mali, it is a must to have a story writing machine inside the house. Grace asked from Jagan whether Mali is clever, but Jagan could not give an answer immediately for that. Jagan can't even imagine about the new invention because he thought that Mali has brought it from another planet. So Jagan, it clearly explains about his traditional behavior. So he was thinking whether I should believe this or not, whether he has brought this from an outside world, what kind of machine is that? And normally, can someone, what do you call, make a story like that? Story writing is something done with literature, with a lot of knowledge, with a lot of passion, right? You have to have some artistic ability for that. So can you do that through a machine? So he's thinking about this situation, right? So again, Jagan is explaining about the traditionality. Another example which I have taken from taken, and this example can be taken as another example for the traditional and the Western culture, the gap between the collapse between traditional and Western culture. Students, always make sure to remember these red color quotations are the most important quotations that you have to study. In order to answer the questions, you have to study these stuff. That is why I have given them in red color. In order to prove your fact, you have to use these quotations. Grace, do you know that our ancestors never even wrote epics? They composed the epics and recited them, and the great books lived thus from generation to generation by breath of people. So Jagan said that, Grace, not like in America, in our country, our ancestors, they never wrote these stories. They composed these epics and recited them. Their grandmother actually explained that to our mother, and my mother explained that to me, and I will explain that to my son. It came from generation to generation, from word of mouth, by the breath of people. We added certain things to the story. We created that beauty. We created that attraction, the hyperbole, everything we created, right? That is why each and every person, whether they went to school or not, they know about this story. They know about what do you call, Ramayana, Mahabharata, and everything. All the characters, Arjun and Sita and Rama and everyone, because we told them all these stories, so they knew about them, right? This quotation is another one fine example for generation gap. Jagan did not believe the idea of story writing, and according to him, he never thought it will be a success. Mali had a completely different idea with that. His modern tricks are completely different from Jagan. So Mali believed that today we don't have that pattern, what do you call, pattern. We can't bring those stories from generation to generation by word of mouth or breath of people. So we have to introduce story writing machines to each and every house. Then they can write their own stories as the way they like. They can write their own stories as the way they like, right? So I think you guys can understand that part. So these two red color quotations are very important. It clearly explains about the Mali's perspective when it comes to the modern culture, and the red color quotation explains about the Jagan's perspective when it comes to the traditional culture. So if you get a question from a vendor of sweets about the cultural gap, traditionalism and modernism, definitely you can use these two quotations, right? Definitely you can use these two quotations and you can explain about that, right? So very important quotations about the literature, about the perspective of literature, how they saw literature in the perspective of pre-independent era, where the Ramayana and Mahabharata came from word of mouth, and the post-independent era, where we don't like to read Mahabharata and Ramayana, we need something else. We need new stories, new epic stories, right? Like Captain America or whatever, right? So this is the idea that he actually brought out in this slide. So you can write down. If you have any questions, please ask me. And I have, as I have explained to you, I have summarized because we don't have time to read the whole book. So I have read the book and I have summarized the most important parts that you have to study, and I have given notes even, right? So these notes will be very important for you when you are getting ready for your exam. So you can read all the quotations as well. Hurry up and finish it off, then pass me a message. Right, please pass me a message if you have finished. We have 2 students who has completed their work. Even Amaya has finished. Yeah, we are going to discuss them separately, Putaya Siru. We are going to discuss them separately. Yeah. Soon after we finish this, we will discuss all the difficult words separately. Right. Shall we move on from there? Right. I hope that you guys have finished, right? Okay. So, right. See the reply given by Mali to his father. Now, the reply given to his father is also very important. Now, Mali gives this type of a reply, right? Oh, these are not the days of your ancestors. Today, we have to compete with advanced countries, not only in economics and industry, but also in culture. This quotation shows us the modernized view of the young generation, right? So, the explanation actually given by this person is something very good. Now he says, see the reply given by Mali. So Mali says, okay, father, this is not the days of your ancestors, father. Now the time has changed. Now the technology has changed. Today we have to compete with advanced countries, not only in economics and industry, but also in culture. Today we have to change that in the cultural perspective as well. This quotation shows us the modernized view of the young generation. The idea brought out by Mali is quite correct. If we did not adapt according to the changes, we will be vanished very quickly. Mali had a very clear view about that, but he did not understand the changes should occur according to the society. People who live in Malgudi is not technologically advanced people. They had a very limited number of needs, and Jagan had understood that. There is no need for them to buy story writing machines because number one, they don't need that. Number two, they did not have money even to buy a washing machine, which is more important to them than a story writing machine. These two quotations clearly express as one of the major themes of the novel, traditionalism and modernity, right? So from these two quotations, we can clearly understand people who lived in Malgudi, they never wanted to have what do you call this kind of new technology because number one, they did not have enough money to buy that. Number two, there are a lot of other important what do you call equipments for them for their day-to-day life, but unfortunately, they did not have money and they didn't buy them either. So under that perspective, definitely these people will not buy that. That is the reality. So this reality is actually understood by Jagan, not by son Mali. That is the greater problem that we have here. So another example actually given for the traditionality and modernity here is one good example where Mali is clearly saying the bitter truth that this is not the days of your ancestors, right? This is something totally different. We are referring to something else. Today, we have to compete with advanced countries, not only in economics and industry, but also in culture. The change in culture, the generation gap, the traditionalism and modernism, both are actually discussed here. Something very important that you have to pay your attention, right? So please make sure to uh, study all these red color quotations, which will be very important for you when you are referring to the story, right? Something really important for you when you are referring to the story. So please make sure to go through that one as well, right? Something very important. So please write down this part and we will wind up the session from there. So I'm really sorry that I have to keep the class today because that day we could not keep the classes because due to the POE day, due to the extreme weather conditions. So normally POE days I don't keep classes, but unfortunately we did not have any other day to put the classes, right? So today you don't have evening, you don't have classes. The morning class is because we could not complete the novel. Because of that reason only we have kept the class, right? So if you have any problems, please ask. Right. If you have finished, we can complete. Last word of the previous slide, completely different from Jagan. So hurry up and write down. Please pass me a message if you have finished. Right. Okay, Shani has completed. At least you have to write more than 2 pages, Puta. For essay type question, at least you have to write more than 2 pages with 4 quotations. For each and every essay type question, you have to write more than 2 pages with at least 4 quotations. Without quotations, your answer will not be actually accepted, rather. So it is something very important that you have to write accordingly with the quotations. Proper quotations. Right, okay. So we will wind up the session from there. So we will meet. I have given you already for grade 11 students. I have sent you already the PDF. So please make sure to get the printout of that PDF where we are going to start the drama. That is Twilight of Crane. I have given the full note, and we have certain questions also to discuss. We are not going to finish the novel from here, as our Tidasa asked that we are going to discuss all the difficult, not Tidasa, Yasiru asked that we are going to discuss all the difficult words from each and every chapter. I wrote a question without any, that is the highest mark that you can get, Tidasa. 8 will be the highest mark. All the other 7 marks will be allocated for the quotation. So altogether you will get 15 marks. So without quotations, you will get only 8 or 7. That is the normal mark that you will get. With the quotations, only the other 7 will be, or other 7 or 8 will be added. So altogether you will have 15 marks for one question, right? So it depends with the person who marks the paper, but however, quotations are compulsory. So make sure to get the printouts, and we are going to meet on 31st again. And we have class on Saturday as well, 29th. We are going to discuss the Nightingale and the Rose by Oscar Wilde, and most probably we can finish it. We have target questions to go. So please take the printouts of that. Otherwise, you have to write a lot of answers. So take a printout, or else a writing book to write down the notes. And 31st, again, we will meet with vendor of sweets, right? Thank you so much. Happy Vesak for everyone. Be safe. And this one, ancestors, this part. No, sorry, this part, right? Where is that? Ancestors? Yeah, here, right? So thank you so much for participating for the class. Make sure to participate for the class and don't miss the classes, because you don't have any alternative as well. You can't participate physical classes that you end. So thank you so much. Please make sure to participate for the classes and complete your syllabus. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.